Okay, here's this myth. A myth that has been going around like forever. Let's investigate. So, the myth we're talking about is that during the probation period, you can get dismissed without any consequences. They say you're not entitled to anything. The reason that everyone claims this is because generally you're not entitled to any severance pay. That's true. It's also very unlikely that when you submit an unfair dismissal claim, it will get approved, because the Fair Work Commission requires at least 6 months of employment. But you still got rights, and that's what we're going to talk about today. You can still put forward a general protections application. Now, what kind of beast is that? Well, you can call it a discrimination complaint. We have 3 examples of discrimination. The first one is general discrimination. If you're treated differently or worse than your colleague because of race, color, sex, age, or pregnancy, to name a few examples, you may be eligible to make a general protection application. The second one is if you're discriminated against because you're exercising your workplace rights. This one is best explained with an example. Meet Layla. Layla worked as a payroll officer and recently discovered she was being paid less than a male colleague doing the same job. When she raised the issue with HR, her manager started excluding her from meetings and took her off key projects. This is a perfect example of being discriminated against for using your workplace rights. Third, we have discrimination because of industrial activity you're engaged in. For instance, being part of a union. This can be direct or indirect. If someone has been treated less favorably because of trade union activity than someone without that activity, this is known as direct discrimination. Indirect can be more subtle, like when your boss keeps scheduling meetings exactly at the same time. Union meetings are held on purpose. So there you go. There are still things to consider when being dismissed during your probation period. One thing to keep in mind is that you should always take action within 21 days after being fired. If you decide to lodge an application with the Fair Work Commission, our team of workplace advisors will work through drafting this together as your representative. Contact our team today for a confidential and free initial consultation.